this class warfare thing that you want to do, it's not going to work. Remember, we had two candidates run on class warfare, and one of them was Bernie Sanders, and the other one was Elizabeth Warren. Neither of them won. We have to address the main part of what's happened to our country. And this is what I told you back a while ago when I last talked to you. Misinformation is not misinformation, it's lies. And then there's lies. And then there's fear that is born from the lies. And then there's the choice of the American not to do their due diligence. So therefore, I agree with you 100% that we need to figure out a different strategy. But the different strategy has to begin with, let's get America smarter again. Let's get true politics, or even a semblance of it. Or it doesn't make a difference what we say. And I'll give you an example. The House right now, and that goes to your last caller. The House right now is trying to push through a bill that would allow the president some off-the-wall authority. Okay, and they already that bill has already been put up and failed, so they're going to do it again.
Yeah, this is the one to strip nonprofits of their tax-exempt status that you're talking about.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. People chose not to listen to the words that came out of Donald Trump's mouth. Yep. Kamala Harris ran a beautiful campaign. It was nothing. There was nothing more she could have done. People chose. So unfortunately, because of the lies and the fear, we don't hear CRT no more. We haven't heard CRT since, 2018? We haven't heard, the DEI thing came up recently, but you haven't heard these things anymore because people do not want to listen to radio shows like yours. Yes, I agree with you 100% that politics, our politicians have to put in place.
Okay, let me go back to where you said basically, Bernie and Elizabeth Warren both tried to run on class warfare and failed. I don't disagree with you. You're right. But what I would argue is that the Democratic Party at that point in time, and to this moment, is not willing and has not been willing since the 1960s to engage in class warfare. Has to change.
I agree with you.
That has to change. If the Democratic Party wants to have any hope at all of seizing upcoming elections, they've got to get down with class warfare. They've got to call out the billionaires. They've got to call out the polluters. They've got to call out the people who are essentially raping and pillaging the American middle class, working class, and poor people. They've got to do that. And, up to this point, they've been afraid to do that. And Harris did not do that anywhere close to the extent that, for example, Bernie or Liz Warren would have done. And I think that's one of the reasons why she did not prevail. She was listening to these multimillionaire Democratic consultants who run the Democratic campaigns and make most of their money on a 15% commission they get from placing ads for Democrats on TV stations. And all of that just needs to go out the window. This is why I keep saying Howard Dean needs to become the new head of the DNC, because we've had these technocrats running the DNC who are going along with Bill and Hillary Clinton's neoliberalism and Barack Obama's neoliberalism, and it doesn't work anymore. And it's not going to work going forward. And we can talk all day long about this topic, that topic, this issue, that issue. The bottom line is somebody's got to stand up for the middle class, and the middle class and the working class believe at this moment that Donald Trump is standing up for them, and he's going to have a chance to prove himself. And if it looks like he is standing up for them, then he's going to be even harder to beat in the future. And this is what Hitler did. Hitler built the Autobahn and started a company, Volkswagen, and those two things put millions of Germans back to work after the Republican Great Depression afflicted Europe as well. And if Trump follows in those footsteps, it's going to be a real challenge. But I still stand behind my position. Mike, I'm sorry, I'm out of time. I would like you to rebut me, but I gotta run. I'm sorry.
You're listening to the Thom Hartmann Program. Call 202-808-9925.
We'll live to fight another day. 27 minutes past the hour. Back with more of your calls on the other side of the break.